ideas crafted with a poet's ambition. Truth table written with life's intuition. Spices in the air singing sermons of taste. KD Moonchild paints flavors you can't waste. Come to the table, joy in your palm.
Hey everybody, good to see you all. Welcome. Get some sounds going in the background. Don't need to be that loud. We don't need to sound like we're in the Arboretum. Oh, how is everybody today? Hi, Dolly. Hi, Jenny. Hey, Rose Blue. She was the first one in here. Good to see you guys. Hi. You going to Wisconsin, Jenny? Together. Maybe she'll get to where she's able to drive again. Bless her heart. Oh, you guys, hi. Good to see you. Yeah, I don't know about you guys. I always sit here and wait to start to go live. Would you guys mind if we started like a half hour earlier? At 8:30 Pacific instead of 9 Pacific? Might as well. I'm sitting here all ready to go. What do you think? Does that sound okay to you? Let me know. I have a ghost. The cat's over there. Okay. And I have a box, a pencil box, and it's just all on its own fell on the floor. Spirit let me know. It's okay. We'll do it a half hour earlier. Guys. Hey, at least we have no more fading camera. I got a halfway decent one. Might as well get it going here so we can do some cards. Let's see here. There we are. Hello, everybody. Let's pull a start with 100 mindfulness prompt. See what we get. What's our quotes for the day and the night? What's my ghost's name? You got me. I didn't ask. And just kind of take a dive on the floor. That's funny. Everybody. I woke up in the wackiest mood this morning. Really? So, hey, I hope you guys are ready. Wausau. Is that close to you, Dolly? Nurse Jenny is getting ready. Her next assignment is in Wisconsin. So she'd be close to Dolly. And Jen Bowles, isn't it? Jen Bowles? Oh, it's really far north of you. Ah. Well, is that up in Amish country, Dolly? You woke up to a wacky world? Hey, that's every day. What else is new nowadays? Hey, at least we can laugh about it, right? Because what else? What's the alternative? I don't pay any attention to politics anymore. I mean, I know what I got to do. I put my money where it can help the most. Like I got so much money to give. But if I am so inclined, I'm very particular with that. And And I'm using my voice all over the place. I'm happy to announce my Blue Sky account is just taking off because I'm being real mouthy over there. I can't get in trouble for what I say over there. I know I'm on a list. I belong to Blue Sky, so I automatically am on a list. But who cares? What have I got to lose? I saw a meme over the weekend that made me feel so much better about all of this uh, deportation of naturalized citizens and natural citizens born us, me, and the fear that it'll be, forced by martial law if we, you know, if our demonstrations get in the slightest bit violent, that's when he's gonna jump on that. He's jonesing to do that so bad anyway. Well, I saw a wonderful military soldier saying he took an oath to the Constitution, not to any person. His orders come from his higher ups immediately above him, not some chief. He takes his orders from his sergeant and his captain and his lieutenant and so on. And he took an oath to the Constitution, not to the country or a person. They also hate turning their guns on civilians. It doesn't matter if it's American civilians or not, but they all refuse to turn their weapons on American civilians. So, I feel a lot better. Kelly! Hi, darling. Good to see you. So I feel a lot better. We have strong support on our side. So, hey, we got it. This card 3 times this morning. Just shuffling and playing around in that half hour that I wait to go live. You guys, stoicism. Tend to your thoughts with care. They have the power to grow weeds or flowers. How often do we get this card? I know we all try to mind our words. You play those tapes in your head that come out of your mouth and you go, up, Control, Alt, Delete. I didn't mean to say that. I really don't want to put that out there in the universe. Well, you need to do that with thoughts too. You have a lot of negative thoughts. I need to bring that down just a hair. Bear with me. There we go. That's better. So that you can see the cards a little better. And I went out and I got my good camera. So that no more fuzzy fuzz. Anyway, mind your thoughts. With care. Our thoughts are way more powerful than our spoken word. So if you're saying one thing and your thoughts are saying another, you'd think, oh, the universe is getting confusing messages from me. No, they're not. They're going to follow what your thoughts are, not what you say. Just keep that in mind. Your thoughts carry momentum. Today, I can't talk. Today, pick what seed to plant. State something that you're grateful for. What are you grateful for? I want you guys to put it in the chat here. Hi, Tarot to Ask Backwards. Good to see you. Welcome back. Hi. Oh, hell no. And let me tell you, the National Guard a lot of those guys are in the National Guard after they've already done military service, active military. They're not gonna do that to us. So I'm not scared. I'm not so scared anymore. And those, the brown shirts, I mean, the poor boys, sorry, the Proud Boys. Proud Boys and that kind of militia, they've been around my whole life. They don't scare me either. Oh, I want to hear it. So Tarot Ask Backwards is grateful for the roof over her head. Dolly is grateful for all the love I feel in my life. Thank you. I love hugs. Kelly says, yes, I feel we created the Cheeto with our group thoughts due to all of the moves here. Oh, I need to put the other chat up too. Hello. It makes it a lot easier to react to everybody. There we go. Now I can put your comments up there. Yeah. With our group thoughts to all of the movies we have with bad guys like him. You know, I think what really gave the election turnout, what really made that happen like it did, we were focused so hard on never Trump, not Trump. What is the focus there? It's not the never and the not. So we manifested this, you guys. We focused on him as a fear, and we manifested our fear. And we can do away with it just like we do other things we manifest that we are not proud of. So mind your thoughts today, because they carry momentum. Today, pick which seed to plant. State something that you're grateful for. Yeah, those seeds that you're going to plant are really, really important. Hey, good to see you. Mwah. Yeah, Oath Keepers too. Yeah. I don't have weapons in my home. I have two that I sleep with. I have a Scottish ceremonial knife. That's basically what it's used for, is to cut umbilical cords when babies are born. It's super sharp though. And I just have it as it's a collector's item. You know, it's a cool thing to own. But let me tell you, it's sharp. I can shave the hair on my arm with it. It was got to be to cut an umbilical cord. And I haven't shown you this in a while. So those guys can come knock on my door all they want. They can threaten me. I don't care. Although I don't go out much, so they have to do it at my house. Come see me. We'll talk. Come see me, we'll talk. Oh dear. That needs sharpening, by the way. It probably cut me more than anything else. Oh, goodness sakes. Yeah. That's after he says measles causes autism. The measles vaccine causes autism. Did you guys hear about that doctor in Texas had measles on his neck and treated patients? Oh, that made me so mad. He spread measles, and he went to several different clinics. Still got a worm in his brain. Sorry. Did you see? Where what were that the wrestling match? I agree, Kelly. That's why I don't have them. I have a couple of ancient guns that I inherited that haven't been cleaned in 150 years. They're in a closet, locked up. I haven't even looked at them in forever. Um, those are the only guns I own. One's 150 years old. You think I'm going to try to shoot that sucker will blow up in my face. It's a Colt 45. It's worth money. I should sell it. Sell it to a collector. But my grandpa made the handles on it, so it's got sentimental value. Ancestor thing. Girlfriend, prickly pear fruit is terrific. Also, the young, you guys have where you are in Texas, you have the great big tall prickly pears, the ones that, they'll get as tall as your house. If you cut the new actual cactus pads off of those and slice them up about as wide as a green bean and steam them with butter and garlic. Oh my goodness, they taste just like green beans. They're so good. Just so you know. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, good. You're gonna pick. Going for it. Yeah, prickly pears. I have a bunch of them in my yard. The birds keep planting them. They're the biggest blessings, I tell you. I have a lot of barrel cactuses too, although they don't do anything but give you diarrhea. That's what's funny. They say, oh, if you're in the desert and you're looking for water, look for a barrel cactus. Oh, mistake. it'll give you, that'll give you, ooh. Yeah, it'll dehydrate you even quicker because it goes right through you. It's a great laxative. You keep a taser in your house? Oh. Yeah, my other gun is one my dad bought. It reminds me of the Lone Ranger's gun. So, I don't know. It looks like a toy gun. It looks like a toy cap gun I used to have when I was a little girl. And it's also old and just I don't think I've ever seen it be fired. So, neither one of those are weapons that I would count on for diddly, except maybe to put in a case to look good. And that's all. Yeah, a Colt Peacemaker. Yeah. My grandpa made that, carved the handles, or the stone is rickolite. It's a green stone with a white stripe in it. And it's this color green too. You know me, I'm all about healing and green, but healing and a gun, they don't quite jive. I have a bunch of other slices of that stone too out in the yard. So, speaking of stones, what's our crystal for today? Yeah, let's see. Oh, interesting. Today we have lapis lazuli. Again, we're all into the blues. Let's see what this book has to say about it. Lapis. Lapis lazuli. There you go. That's what it looks like in the book. Color deep blue flecked with gold. Its appearance is dense, veined. Lapis lazuli looks like the night sky. All sizes, comes in all sizes, and sometimes it's tumbled. Um, no, sorry. I have a blue stone over here, but it's not lapis. Um, Easily obtained, but it can be expensive. The sources that it comes from are Russia, Afghanistan, China, I'm sorry, Chile, Italy, United States, Egypt, and the Middle East. It opens the third eye and balances the throat chakra. Wow. It stimulates enlightenment and enhances dream work and psychic abilities, facilitating spiritual journey and stimulating personal and spiritual power. This stone quickly releases stress, bringing deep peace. It possesses enormous serenity and is the key to spiritual attainment. In healing, it alleviates pain, especially that of migraine headaches. It overcomes depression, benefits the respiratory and nervous system and the throat, larynx, and thyroid, cleanses the organs, bone marrow, thymus, and the immune system. Lapis lazuli overcomes hearing loss, purifies blood, and boosts the immune system. It alleviates insomnia and vertigo and lowers high blood pressure. The area to wear it in is wear it in at the place at the throat or your third eye. Lapis lazuli should be positioned above the diaphragm, anywhere between the sternum and the top of the head. That I just said all that to you. I am not a doctor or a medical professional. I am reading this out of a book. Take that advice with a grain of salt. But I don't know about you. I'm going to start wearing, I have several bracelets with lapis in it, and I'm wearing them today. This is not a move. I'm not moving the earth today. I did that yesterday, and I'm going to do it tomorrow. So, lapis lazuli. What does this book have to say about it? We've gotten this before. I love the card. So pretty. Hold it up a little closer for you. It has a Mohs hardness of 5 to 6. Sovereignty has always been about relationships. Lapis lazuli reminds pharaohs and empresses that they ruled in accord with the spiritual heavens and the turnings of time. Lapis will lengthen your spine and help you find your voice, and she expects your actions to match your regal bearing. Lapis reminds you that no matter how no matter who you are a caretaker of yourself, of those around you, and of the earth. You are sovereign in connection with the realms of spirit. Lapis lazuli will be your rod and your mantle, but only you can find the inner fortitude to rise to the relationships she helps you embody. Step into sovereignty. Wow. I'll take that card. Yep. And I'll take that stone. It's one of my favorites. I have it in beads. I have it, a lot of it. And thanks to Sin, I have it in stuff to put in my resin, which I'm getting so anxious to do. Get this garden planted, and I can start doing my resin art again. Rose saw a video last night on how to make cactus rellenos. Oh, girlfriend, was that on YouTube? Oh boy, I'm gonna have to look that up. Chili rellenos are my favorite Mexican food. I love chili rellenos. Meow, 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 meow. Okay, so now. breath a minute. Let's all have a. What you drinking today? As I drink out of my Yellowstone Dutton cup. I have never watched the show. I'm not even a Kevin Costner fan. But I love my new cup. It's pottery, ceramic, stoneware. I would imagine it would be stuffed with cheese. That's what chili rellenos are. Okay, yeah. Take those nice, gentle, fresh pads. Split them open. You guys have seen the skeleton I've showed you. Um, the old pads have that fibrousy skeleton inside them. That's why I keep telling you to get the younger ones. Don't get the big older ones. The closer you are to the ground, the tougher and more fibrous the cactus is. I personally have been doing sea moss gel, and I think it's helping maybe me make collagen again in my skin, under my skin. Been a while. Chemotherapy kind of messed all that up. Dolly's drinking water. Rose is drinking coffee. Yeah, it's not stuffed with rice. It's just stuffed with cheese. Rice is served on the side. You got that lovely enchilada sauce over the. See, chili rellenos. I'm sure it would be the same way, right, Rose? You would take the pad, you stuff it with cheese, then you dip it in egg batter. Then you deep fry it. Then you serve it with rice and beans and with an enchilada sauce on the top of it. That's the way I've always had chili rellenos. But that's kind of the border version. Nothing wrong with the border version. I don't know any other kind of Mexican. Well, I've had Mexican food in Mexico, down in like Puerto Vallarta. It's delicious. Fresh seafood. Oh my goodness. Be careful. Whatever you do, don't eat anything that's washed in water. Jenny hasn't been up very long. Well, good. It makes me feel good that you feel happy to come here for this. Yeah. Looks like a pita. Yep, a green pita. A pita well, you could call it sandwich or spinach flour in your pita because I get spinach wraps, right? I'm going to grow my own spinach. I'll have fresh spinach to wrap everything with, and we can eat it like grapevine, like grape leaves. Mm. Oh, what am I drinking? Yeah, that might be good to know, huh? My usual. I'm really addicted to this stuff. So it is drinking. And I'm not the sponsor. I just like the stuff. And this is the black cherry one. I got black cherry. I got coconut pineapple, strawberry, and this one is a new one that I really like. Orange cream. So good. Oh, dear me. Those I can drink all I want because there's no sugar in them, no salt in them. They're just fizzy. You add it in Ensenada. Yeah, that's where the food's real. And it's not like what we eat in the United States. It's good. It's so good. And everything is so fresh. Boobly? It's just seltzer water with natural and artificial flavor. No. Natural and other flavors. I like it because even on the jar, it's just a kind of a fun thing to drink. Sparkling water, and it says no colors, no sweeteners, all smiles, because that's their logo. Um, Even on the dang pull tab, it says, I don't know if you can see that. It says, hey, or hi. And then down here, fancy meeting you here. It's just kind of fun to drink and it tastes good. And it's okay for a diabetic. Or I guess I'm borderline diabetic now. I'm totally diet controlled. So that's what happens when you lose a whole shit ton load of weight. You're drinking blackberry seltzer water. There you go. It's really good. It's really refreshing too. And it's funny. I can't like chug a lug of soda. I can chug one of these things down. I come in from working out in the garden, which by the way, I'm hauling wheelbarrows. I'm about a quarter of the way through the mound of dirt. I'm an earth mover. I'm a super spreader. That's what I was telling everybody in the chats yesterday. Hi, I'm a super spreader. Gotta make people laugh. Everybody's so freaking serious. Fresh avocados, fresh onions, and peppers. Mm. Made that day tortillas. How about made that meal tortillas? There's lots of places you can get those. I love. But you know what? I haven't seen. Well, because I haven't been out in a while, but I haven't seen since COVID. The city might have put a stop to the ladies that would like sit outside Walgreens and stuff and sell fresh um tortillas and make them on their leg, pat them out. I've seen tortilla. I kid you not, that big. There's a restaurant down by the border, down here on Interstate 19 that goes to Nogales and into Mexico. There's a place there, Halfway Station is the name of the restaurant. Only thing you see is it looks like an old-fashioned motor hotel, and up on the top of it it says Restaurante. And that's it. That's the only way you know what it is. Those tortillas are so big and so thin, you hold them up to the light and you can see light through them. And it's to order off the menu. It's in Spanish. And the last time I was there was only one waitress that spoke English. So if you have questions about what you're ordering, you better be with someone who can help you who speaks English. Yeah, great food. Wow. Yeah. Okay, I gotta grab the 4 stones. What do we got? Oh, I love them. They're good. Focus is the first one. Pull back a little. There we go. Focus is the first one. Peace is the second one. Trust is the third one. Hope is our 4th card. What made cat food? Anything makes cat food. It's just usually the crappy parts of the animal. Same with dog food. Yeah, always better fresh and handmade. Mm, mm, mm. Anyway, well, that's what I was raised on. So, my mama learned how to cook from a Mexican lady when she was a little girl. So my mother used to make great Mexican food. So let's see. I know. I am going to use the growth mindset cards to go with our stones today. They're all affirmations, and they all have a little bit of a something for you to do. They're easy to shuffle, and they're bright and pretty to look at. So the first card we have is for focus. What do we need? You're feeling shaky. Wait. Uh-oh. Okay, go rest, Dolly. Please, love. You don't need to be here if you're not feeling well. None of you need to come and spend time with me if you're not feeling well. I appreciate you spending your time with me. It means everything to me. You get roasted chicken from Costco and use that for your cat and dog because it's actually cheaper. Well, you know what? It's better for them too. And I had elderly cats that I put on a raw diet until my grinder gave out from grinding up the bones. But yeah, raw chicken thighs, livers, gizzards, and hearts. My elderly cats, the last probably year of their life, that's what they ate was raw food. They were a lot healthier, didn't have as much poop, and didn't have problems with hairballs. And I would buy chicken thighs or wings or whatever was on sale, 10 pounds at a time. Grind it up and make a month's worth of food at once. It worked. Do you buy? The company will send coupons. I saw you talking about that. You were in a chat yesterday, Rose, talking about that. And then I saw an ad, I believe, on YouTube that if you need coupons for something you're having a hard time getting, contact the companies. They will send you free samples and stuff. And it was a resin artist telling me that. Resin companies are doing this as well as food companies. I guess they feel guilty about all the price hikes. Huh? I'm not speaking on the resin companies. They've stayed pretty much the same. I don't know about you. I bought powdered eggs back at Christmas time. All I'm doing with eggs is baking. I quit eating them. I don't believe it's the bird flu that's causing egg prices. Hey, yeah, this is a great one. For focus, I'm responsible for how much I learn. What would you like to learn more about? How will you go about doing this? What limiting beliefs do you have about your capacity to learn anything? Which habits set me up for success when I'm trying to learn something? Cool. So it's which limiting beliefs do you need to shed? And which habits do you need to bolster or begin so that you can focus and learn about something new? I just heard from Spirit saying, because you have new gifts you know nothing about yet. They are coming. We're in a 9 spot right now. 10 is so close. And when 10 gets here, I hope you have really tried to learn as much as you can about yourself. What's another card for peace, please? Oh, that's interesting. I learn and value feedback from others. You notice that's feedback, not necessarily criticism. Noticing people being awful mean in the chats. I mean, to each other, people who know each other, just challenging each other and stuff. Stop it. We don't have that issue here. I love you guys for that. Because we get into arguments in the chat, we get timed out. You get to go, and you can come back next week. Because we're adults here. Thanks. Huh. When was the last time someone gave me feedback on something I worked on? What did they say? And what did I learn because of what they said? What was my initial reaction? And how did this make me feel? Did it bring you peace? How can I continue to accept feedback gracefully? Have I ever received feedback that I did not agree with? And how did you handle it? That one is a really good one. I can tell you how. If the feedback is doing anything to diminish you, discount you as a person, maybe not your action, but you as a human, you don't need to listen. You don't need to pay attention. You got permission to walk. Keep going. And I'm going to use this card for the trust card. Trust. I am unique and I am one of a kind. I have something special to contribute to this world and I am proud to be me. Trust you're protected enough. Oh, hey, Karu. That the kitty cat can walk across the card reading and you'll still understand. Hello, and move the camera. Stop, buddy. Go. You need to go lay down. Go, boo boo. I know. Who woke you up? Huh? I am unique. So trust in your uniqueness. You're protected because of that uniqueness. Okay? Hi, buddy. Okay, that's enough. Thank you. Goodbye. Sorry. I love him, but he's a distraction. Oh, buddy boys. Okay. Now we had our kitty time. Trust in your uniqueness. Trust in the fact that you're one of a kind and there's never been or ever will be again someone like you. So be proud of that. Fight for you. Live your journey and your walk for you. That's a great place to focus. That's a great place to find peace because you gotta have trust. Right? So what's our hope card? Okay, I hope we have a kitty that will let me finish this show. He's trying to take the camera with him with his tail. What are you doing? Move on. Okay. Get it. Sorry. Oh my God. Yeah, brand name food and drink companies will send food coupons. I thank you for telling us about that, sweetheart. Contact them. Go to their website. Now we need our hope card. Sorry about the cat distraction. He's kind of a fun distraction. You're going to come back up here. Here he comes. Silly cat. Okay, our hope card. I improve every day because I keep learning. Oh, wow. Nothing like bringing it back around full circle, huh? How am I improving my mind today? How am I improving my body, my health today? What other areas of my life can I improve today? What part of myself do I want to improve the most? What lesson did I learn from the last book I read? Oh my God! The Four Turnings is the last book. Stop, Karu. Is the last book that I read. What did I learn? I got prophecy into what's happening to us right now. Great book. So, stop. In recap, our focus should be on learning new things because that is your responsibility. It's not someone else's responsibility to teach you. Learn something new today, like cooking cactus rellenos. What a great way to fit into this. And when it comes to feedback from others, if it's constructive and you see that it is not doing anything to hurt you or someone else, follow that feedback. Karu, stop. That'd work. He knocked over a water bottle. Now you see what I get to deal with every single day. I love him. Hey, he makes me laugh all the time. Okay, love. Go rest, Dolly. You need a nap. She worked out really hard in PT today, and then her friend that took her to PT took her out to breakfast. So I'd say she's tired. Hobbling around on crutches and stuff. That's a lot to do. Plus, they worked her out pretty hard in PT. So go rest, darling. He's my helper. But Mama, I want to help. Oh, honey, I know you did. When my brother told me I couldn't stay with our parents, I cried for several hours. I thought that was my purpose. Help them in their final years. Can I ask you something about that? If that was your purpose, what happens after they're gone? I can say that because I have been in your shoes. Even with a stupid ass brother. Sorry, I'm not saying your brother's stupid. I'm saying my brother is. Sweetheart, it has always been my belief that I would never put my parents in a home. That I would sacrifice my life to keep them from having to go into an old folks' home where they're just warehoused away and forgotten about. When I was young, I used to visit nursing homes a lot. And I didn't like them. I didn't want my mom and dad to be there or anybody else that I loved. So I was told I could no longer take care of my mother after 11 years because they thought I had stolen her money because he wasn't going to get an inheritance. There wasn't any money to steal. But that's his mentality, not mine. We won't go completely into the details. But let me tell you, not only as a result of that, I lost cousins, all because of one brother. And I'm relieved of that now. But I was all focused on my purpose was taking care of my parents until they died. I had no plans for past that. And that I'm going to live a long time after they're gone. My dad's been gone for 20 years. He died 20 years ago this past Christmas, on Christmas night. And I know you love your mama and you want to help her. I am that way. And they took my mama from my care against her wishes and mine. So, sweetheart, family dynamics just periodly sucks. What I'm trying to get across to you is after your parents go, what would you have done? What would be your purpose? So the universe is trying to tell you, no, that's not your purpose. Your purpose is something else. Maybe it's in caring for the elderly in general, sweetheart. I don't know. But the universe is telling you taking care of your mom and dad is not your purpose. You have something else more important to do, or the collective, which will affect your brother and them as well. Isn't it though, Kelly? She says, I know about that kind of thing. It's interesting how the thought of money changes people. It really is. You know, I always thought my big brother was someone I could always count on. And I learned he's the first person who would screw me over because he tried. He almost pulled it off, too. Till I decided I didn't want him in my life anymore. But we won't go there. I made the decision and took control. And I haven't talked to any of my family since. And I don't plan on it. They don't serve a purpose for me anymore. So if any one of these cards, the peace card, the hope card, any of them really spoke to you, hey, that happened, 2015, 10 years ago. Yeah. During COVID, no one called on me to check on me or nothing. I'm alone over here. No one did anything. And they live here in the same town I live in, and nobody even checked on me. Then right at first Thanksgiving after COVID, one of my cousins was driving by, I guess, to see if I was alive or not, see who was in the house. They want my house and my property. That's what it is. I got news for them. It's willed to someone who's not in the family, obviously. Yeah, hey. You know, I took their control out of my life by taking control of it back. And it's out. You know what? You can spell my name any way you want to, Kelly. If you want to just put a K and a D. It's what everybody's done my whole life. It's easier. And I answer to it too. I'm just not Kathy. I'm just not a Kathy. So I'm looking at the time and I'm seeing we're running low. Let me pull a self-care card for us this week because I'm getting the feeling, didn't you get from those hope and all that, that the tide is changing? I think we're at a tipping point. I really think we're at a tipping point. And it's the deportation stuff. So I'm optimistic. But I think we're going to get, because of the signal gate, we're going to get a lot more really scary information about information that has been being shared since January 20th. I think there's a lot more to this story that we're being hidden. It's being hidden from us. So. It's a good self-care card. Really? I love it. Sync with the moon. If I can get that in the frame. There we go. Sync with the moon. Koru really messed up everything on the camera. Silly guy. Oh, you goofball. He's helper. Man, he's my big help. Sync with the moon. Well, the best way I know of to sync with the moon is to make moon water. When we have our next full moon. Coming up soon, isn't it? When's the next full moon? Let me look it up. A. April 2025. Okay, next full moon is in May. It is on May 12th at 12:56 in the afternoon, Eastern Daylight Time. It is the flower moon. This moon is traditionally associated with the blooming of flowers and the arrival of warmer weather. The May full moon on the 12th of May. That's right between Mother's Day and my mama's birthday. That's a good day. I believe, isn't Mother's Day? Yeah, Mother's Day is the 11th. So we need another self-care card. There you go. Clean your space. Springtime. I don't know about you guys, but spring cleaning time. Let's get the dust from the winter off the windows. And I love, I'm a weird person, but I like washing windows. But I use a squeegee. I can wash big windows in no time at all. But the sparkle, boy, my window back here sure needs a good washing. I don't bother usually to wash it very much because the kitty cats that's their window. Noses, they tend to make little marks at a certain level in the window. South Carolina filed a stop order at 1 a.m. on Saturday. Yep, buses turned around and went back to West Texas Detention Center. Yep, the Supreme Court filed a stop. They're not messing around. The Supreme Court isn't, which is really interesting. There were two dissents. I had to think of the right word. Fibro brain. Sorry, guys. Had to think of the word. There were two dissents on that decision as well. And we know who they were. Alito. Yeah. And Thomas. Why does he do so much against his own? I don't understand. Against himself? Does he think that just pretending like he's... There's a name for him. It's been around for hundreds of years. Final self-care card is give yourself a sweet treat. I made strawberry shortcake for my Easter, and that's what I had. I had leftovers of that for breakfast this morning. Oh, yeah, I'm sure glad spring is here. Strawberries, I don't know how much longer fresh strawberries are going to be somewhat reasonable, but oh, it sounds so good. You brought out the biscuit maker. There you go. Mm. I love spring. This is my favorite time of year because it's warm, but it's not hot. Everything is growing new. There's babies everywhere, and I love babies. And I don't know, just everything seems to be playing and happy in springtime. So it's my favorite time of year. Me, when you say springtime, I think of fairies. You know, when you say wintertime, I think of elves. Not just because of Christmas, but Jack Frost. You know, Frost. I don't know. I'm a writer, okay? I have a very vivid imagination. And my favorite thing to write is animation stories. So here we go. Oh, you guys, I'm so glad you're here with me today. I was kind of feeling the bleh today. So, well, you know what? I don't eat very many tomatoes, Rose. Tomatoes are bad for arthritis and people with inflammation issues. Remember? I kind of had a thumb operation. So, and since I only eat there's only two kinds of tomatoes that I eat. I eat salsa, like it's going out of style. I buy salsa in a big jug because I put it on damn near everything. Um, and the other is ketchup. Once in a while, I mean, if I make Italian food, it's usually an Alfredo sauce to get away from the tomatoes. And that's sad because I love tomatoes. However, that's going to change because I am growing a Roma, going to grow a Roma tomato plant. So we'll see what happens. Your family reminds you of Thomas? Don't want to admit who they are and they keep voting against themselves. Trying to pretend to be something they're not. I get you. I get you, Kelly. Yeah. Yeah. Um, Tomatoes and avocados. I got an avocado the other day and it was 88 cents. And I was thinking, whoa, I can remember 10 years ago when I thought it was terrible when they were a buck a piece. So, but all of the avocados that are sold in southern Arizona, at least I know in Tucson, they're all coming from Mexico. Lettuce comes from Mexico. Trying to think of the other stuff I see coming across the border. A lot of produce comes from Mexico. And that's going to go bye-bye, but American produce too. There's nobody to pick it. And you can't pay Americans enough to do it because Americans can't do it. Americans won't do it. They're lazy. So yeah. It's okay. We're going to have a mess to clean up. It'll happen. I love cherry tomato seeds too. Oh, I love that. Send me cherry tomato seeds. I promise I'll plant them and I'll grow them, Rose. I love cherry tomatoes. They're good. I'll roast those. I like to pick them when I'm out in the garden, pick them off the vine and eat them. That's like, don't ever send me out to pick peas. I love raw peas. Oh my goodness. Yeah. More gets in my tummy than gets in the pail. So don't ever send me out to pick peas. I love peas. Oh, you guys, I love you so much. I'm so glad you came to hang with me today. I will email you my address, my darling. I forgot last week to give you the nighttime card that goes with our 100 prompts. So we're going to sync ourselves with the moon. We're going to make ourselves a sweet treat today. And keep cleaning up our space, whether that's this space or the space we live in, our environment. Just clean it up a little bit. That's my plan for today. I get to go turn my water on and do that. Yeah. So anyway, and because I have a garden now, the water gets to stay on. It's not wintertime anymore. I use my water a lot now. So here's the card for nighttime. We get, once again, greatness is always in the moment of the decision. And so you can see who says that. It's Jeff Olson. Workout or stream TV, salad or fries. No small decision will make or break you today. But over time, these moments define who you are. Wow. The other day, my card of the day was, now that I'm not on Instagram, I still do card of the day for me and a few friends. And my card of the day, 7 of Cups. Choices card. This is also a choices card. Watch your choices this week. Be careful of those decisions. Sleep on it, because this is the nighttime version. Any decisions you need to make before you actually commit to them, sleep on it. Make sure it's right and make sure it feels good in your gut. Ooh, you got sweet potato seed potatoes, Kelly? Instead of buying seed potatoes, I decided, hey, I want to grow something other than russets or sweet potatoes. So I bought Walmart's the fancy, fingerling potatoes. They're purple and red, and they're pretty. They're the gourmet ones that you steam. Well, I bought some of those. The potato eyes, everywhere there's a eye will grow a plant. You just need to have enough of the potato to go with it to feed it until the roots take off. Potatoes are some of the easiest things to grow. I can remember growing them by accident when I was a little girl in a cup of water. They grow. So I'm going to take those little steamer potatoes. They're my seed potatoes. I'm going to cut them up, and that's what I'm going to grow. That'd be interesting because there's Yukon Gold, the rose red potatoes, and the purple ones. I'm really looking forward to growing the purple ones. We'll see. It's been, God, 20 years since I've had a garden to where I was food to feed me, growing lots of flowers and stuff. So now I have to learn all over again what will grow where and when. And so some of this garden may not be real successful at first, but you're going to go with me. And I promise to show you the failures as much as the successes. So, yep, 5-gallon bucket for potatoes. I actually have a 4 feet by 4 feet by 1 foot deep bed that I'm going to grow all my potatoes and my beets and my carrots and my radishes in. So you got lots of kale seeds. I like kale in my smoothies. And summertime, I will be living on those. I don't like hot food when it's hot here. I was just telling Dolly earlier, we were talking about, I hope that the next 3 weeks don't get ridiculously hot, because I have seen 122 on Memorial Day here. No, I did say 122. That was in 1989. And I don't ever want to see that again. Oh, Lord. My husband and I, well, we weren't married yet. My fiance at the time and I took off for Memorial Day weekend and went to the lakes and came back. The only place that was cool at the lake, because there wasn't very many trees, mostly saguaros, because it's a reservoir. The only cool place there was in the water. Hello, how about a magnifying glass? We both came back so sunburned. He blistered the tops of his feet and couldn't wear shoes. Yeah, that was a horrible weekend. That was awful. What a weekend to pick to go camping. I normally stay home on weekends like that because I don't like crowds, but he wanted to go. We went. Anyway, you guys, thanks for being here. I love you so much. Putting up with this silly woman, learning about rocks and getting inspiration from rocks. I'm just sitting about and thinking about that the other day. We talk a lot about stones on this show. It's funny. We could talk about all the recipes. You know what? Let's see. Next Tuesday, we can talk about recipes if you want. I just want to talk about things that uplift you and make you happy. Things that we can all do together and big camaraderie. 1981, it was 115 for 6 weeks. Yeah. We had close to 200 days this year of over 100-degree weather. We've already been over 100 here. It was 101 2 weeks ago. So a week ago this past Friday, it was 101. That's why I said I wasn't doing a live stream. I was going to work outside to try to beat the heat. I wasn't very successful. But I have been this week. I got 2 wheelbarrow loads done on Saturday. I did 2 yesterday, even though it was Easter. I didn't do it on Easter. I sat out there and I enjoyed the day and planned where I was going to put what. And then yesterday, I did another 2 wheelbarrows. So I'm a quarter of the way through my 3 yards of dirt. Like I said, I'm a super spreader. Just call me Katie, the super spreader. No, don't call me that, please. I love you guys. You guys take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. And let me take us out. Let's see if I can get my mouse to work. There we go. It times out and shuts off. So, hey, at least I got it. Now I can make it work. Yes, group hug, my darlings. Let me take you out. You guys have a terrific week. We'll see you next time.